We believe our culture is welcoming to all, but what do Jess and Jen think?
Hello, my name is Jessica. We have been together 4.5 years, married 3.5 years, and we live together in Syracuse, New York. Traveling to new countries as a queer couple can be difficult and challenging. Oftentimes we have to do our research beforehand to determine whether or not it's a safe space for us to be as we authentically are when we're home.
Yeah, absolutely. And the places that we have gone, we haven't been able to be affectionate. Sometimes we have to stop ourselves. So we'll reach for each other and literally kind of back up and be like, oops.
Also, I think for her traveling as a person of color, it's not always safe for her. So I think there are layers to the research that we have to do and the awareness that we have to have that isn't the case for every couple.
So the local people of Tahiti were so surprisingly, genuinely friendly. It was shocking. Not even hard to believe because, I mean, everyone is just so nice. You pass by on a boat, they're waving. You walk by, they're saying hello. Like, everybody here is just so nice and friendly and welcoming. And it was something I'm not really accustomed to coming from America, to be honest with you.
Like that was just their nature to be genuine and kind and welcoming. And I don't think we've experienced that anywhere else. So that's something I think specific to Tahiti and Tahitian culture.
Yes, absolutely.
I think if we have to say our top 3, my number 1, I'm never gonna forget it, I'm gonna dream about it, was getting led to our bungalow in Bora Bora. This receptionist with a flower in her hair and this loose flowing tropical dress is taking us over this bridge that overlooks this bright blue water to this bungalow that's all ours. Not only are we on the water, but we can see the water from in front of our bed, from behind our sink, next to the tub. I mean, it was just incredible.
Yeah, we jumped into the water almost immediately and did not get out. I don't get sunburned easily, and we got sunburned.
Bora Bora is one of those places where it looks like the pictures. It looks like you are standing in a magazine. You can't describe it, you can't understand it until you see it. I mean, it was breathtaking, incredible.
We kept saying, I can't believe we're here.
Yeah.
I just can't believe we're here.
Yeah.
Second runner-up, definitely we saw a stingray under our bed in the bungalow 2 nights in a row, and the second night she was just waiting for us outside.
Even the animals were welcoming.
Yeah. How's that even possible?
Yeah.
And then third would...
I think third is tough because there were so many instances where we got to experience culture firsthand and interact with locals in a way that felt, again, very authentic. But I think if I have to choose one, it's the fire show. We've actually seen one before, and this one blew it out of the water. Again, they were right up close. It was very interactive, like they wanted us to be a part of the show. They were friendly, inclusive, funny.
It was hysterical. It was hysterical, but also like inspiring. Like they were really almost putting themselves in danger. It looked like sometimes I looked over and she looked nervous for them.
The show was incredible. I can't imagine being able to do the things that they could do and then having the energy to entertain my questions after was really sweet.
Yeah, it was very nice. And even posing for the pictures after, like you look at the pictures and they're genuinely smiling. It's not these posed smiles. Like it was a lot of fun. It was an absolute lot of fun.
An authentic cultural experience. Again, another snippet of this culture being so willing to share with us.
When we went to the forest, I have never seen such stunning views, even driving up to it, first of all. It was jaw-dropping. There's no other way to describe it. We could see this beautiful mountain view. We could see the water in the background. We could see a waterfall going down the mountain. I mean, it was absolutely just amazing.
Not only was it an incredible view, but it's all these different types of foliage all packed onto each other. So many different types of trees, so many different types of greenery, overlooking the water on one side and every greenery you can imagine on another. It was literally breathtaking. The experience with Shelby was incredible. First of all, to set the scene, we're on a black sand beach, which neither of us have ever seen before. So we're experiencing this phenomenon of nature while we're getting taught by a professional, highly skilled person who couldn't have been any sweeter, helping us fasten the outfits that we were wearing, guiding us step by step, taking us through the dance with such patience. It was incredible. And then not only was she so gentle and patient, if one of us made a mistake, she laughed with us. She didn't make us feel like there was any pressure. We were just having fun. And also how special to have her culture shared with us so easily, so openly.
Absolutely. She was so sweet. She was so funny. Just great to be around, and, you know, made me comfortable to, you know, just put my all into trying this dance.
Yeah.
It was an absolutely wonderful experience.
The canoe breakfast was incredible, beyond. To have breakfast delivered via canoe in crystal clear blue waters doesn't even sound like a real thing. It sounds like a fantasy, and that's what it felt like. While they set up the table, they take us out in a canoe. So we get to observe the surroundings, the mountain view, the water, the beautiful weather. We're taken back to the balcony for our breakfast and arrive to this beautiful setup of fresh food for breakfast, service. I mean, it was just, I keep saying incredible, but there really is no other word.
I think one of the funnest parts was when we were on the canoe and we're taking selfies, the gentleman who was taking us around was just, you know, in all the selfies, like just all excited to be in them. Like it was just really fun.
The boat ride was one of my favorite parts. I should have put that in my top 3. And then we're sitting on the boat and I see this hammock, but nobody's on it.
She hopped on there so fast, it was
So of course,
and you couldn't take her off.
I jump up there. I mean, can you imagine laying on a hammock while blue water passes by underneath you? You're getting splashed, the sun is shining down, a fantasy. And then we get to our destination and snorkel. I saw fish I didn't even know existed. We saw coral with the brightest blue and purple hues, almost like jewel-toned coral.
Yeah.
I mean, it was incredible.
And the fish got so close. Like,
Yeah.
at one point we were less than a foot away from each other and the fish were swimming in between us, no problem.
Yeah.
Like, it was just amazing to see. Like, they assumed we were fish almost is what it seemed like. It was just everything.
Yeah.
So the lunch at Bora Bora, where we got to eat and view the water from a different angle than we've seen yet, was just amazing. We tried new foods. We just looked out over the mountains. Like, we needed the boat to get to this little island. And I mean, it was just homey, I guess is the best way to put it. It was amazing.
I tried foods I have never tried before. That's been one of my favorite things about this experience too. This day was the day that I learned that I like tuna. This was incredible for me because I never would have even imagined.
Just everything about it was so amazing.
Beautiful views, delicious food.
You just can't beat it. When we went to the bar for the gay night, as soon as we got there, we felt welcomed. It was beautiful. It was about to rain, and still everyone was in such good spirits. Like, clearly that doesn't matter. That doesn't ruin anything. And then we had a lot of fun. We ended up meeting another lesbian couple, talking to them for a while. It was amazing.
Yeah, and it was decked out. I mean, obviously the intention was to make us feel like we were welcome, and it worked. I mean, it's decked out in rainbow balloons, rainbow flags, owned by a member of the LGBTQ community here in Tahiti. There are so many interesting queer people here. I mean, we met people from Morocco, from Canada. Seems to be such a melting pot of so many different cultures and so many interesting queer people that, again, just welcomed us with open arms. And I think if we weren't jet lagged, we would have stayed all night.
So when I was told that we were going to have a tattoo experience, the first thing I thought was it would be awesome if I got one. I'm not one of them people who needs to get a tattoo everywhere they travel, but I know that in many ways it almost originates here, and it would have so much meaning if I was able to get one here. So today when we went to go do so, I get over there. I was not going to be picky. All I wanted was my stingray friend. And I wanted it to have something with women and adventure and travel, because as soon as I saw the stingray, I knew that was what I wanted to get. So he drew it up, put the symbols in there. There's a symbol for the sun, the symbol for travel, which was a wave, the symbol for women, and Strength, yes. And an awesome experience. Like, I am so happy that I got a tattoo here. I stared at it in the mirror for like 20 minutes once we got home.
As soon as we knew that that was something we were going to be able to do, we were talking to my parents about the experience. She said, I'm going to get one. If they're going to let me, I'm going to get one. But we didn't believe her. But she did it.
Yeah.
And it came out beautiful. And like she said, to get a tattoo here with the cultural significance that it holds is powerful.
It absolutely is powerful. It's a great way to describe it.
Being together in Tahiti, especially as a queer couple, felt unique in that we didn't have to change our behavior in any way. We behaved like we would behave at home. Inclusivity is great, but also neutrality is even better. And Tahiti felt very neutral, almost as if truly it was not a thing that was even on people's radars. They weren't registering us as any different. And then also being heavily tattooed can get us some pretty nasty looks and some weird gawks and side eyes. Here, we are not the most heavily tattooed people. There are people from head to toe covered in tattoos. So it truly just felt like we were able to blend in and fit in and be embraced.
And focus on our experience.
Yes, enjoying ourselves. If I were to talk to another queer couple about traveling to Tahiti, we all know barriers that are in place for us really enjoying vacation, as some couples get to enjoy vacation. I think I would simply tell them those barriers don't exist here. You can relax, you can take a load off, you can be yourselves. If you are normally affectionate with each other like we are, you can do that here. You don't have to pretend that you're roommates or friends or brothers or sisters. You can be a couple and that will be accepted and embraced and hardly even noticed. We felt really welcome in Tahiti, nothing but embraced. It was amazing.
Yes, we felt treasured, absolutely treasured.
Everyone will feel treasured in the islands of Tahiti.